reaction to this.
Let me speak on this, chat. I see y'all laughing and shit. I'm gonna be completely honest, bro, okay? And y'all could get mad at me. You can say what you want.
Oh,
Bro.
wait. Let me guess. Is he thinking like it was too harsh or he's on Vitaly's side? That will be interesting because I saw they were having some beef.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media. You feel
I want to see what's happening.
I had this fear in my heart.
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the
this
did that. Just slip comment for y'all. And he showing y'all, bro, that y'all might want to take that back up north, bro. Like, real talk, bro. Sometimes you got to see the writing on the wall, bro. Y'all done had several incidents, bro. Even without talking about the Von situation, it's still been several incidents that y'all done had in the lab. You know what I'm saying? I think them dudes didn't. I think y'all done wore y'all welcome out, man. For me to keep it a buck.
No.
Quando Rondo brother just dropped a text message saying that Duty Low asking him to get his chain back.
If you know Vitaly and you have hang out with
everybody in Atlanta that smirked and Duty Low and got cool with over these years, he gonna call that man to get his chain back. You only call somebody to get their chain back if they work, if they know the person.
I hang out with Vitaly.
He not about to call his enemy that he know can use this as trolling and clickbait on the internet. Why would Duty Low hit a Quando Rondo and he know that they don't like each other? He know the first thing they gonna do is what? Run to the internet.
He was driving crazy.
I'm telling you, bro, Quando Rondo, little fat people, they got.
My other friend was freaking out. But I'm just saying, you know, I don't think
change, bro. You know what I'm saying? They can't just come out and post it because of the situation that's going on in California with the Fed case. But I can guarantee you, bro, they got that man jury or they know who got it, bro. Savannah and Atlanta, I would assume, is not that far apart, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got that man chained, bro. I'm trying to tell you, they got that man chained, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section, why would Duty Low contact Quando Rondo brother to help him get his chain back? And it's dudes that then really lost they behind this beef. Von and Lil Pap is gone. Why would he call Quando Rondo people? That man cool with 21 of his people, Future and his people, Lil Baby and his people. Them some real street dudes in Atlanta that could probably get your chain back. You know what I'm saying? You only contact a person to help you get their chain back if they got some type of ties to the people that then took it, bro. Duty Low ain't that stupid, bro. You know, he come from the streets of Kankakee, bro. He got enough common sense, bro. I just don't see it, bro. You ain't just hitting your op up and asking them to help you get your chain back in 2025 where these dudes play the internet game every 2-3 seconds, bro. And what did they do? Ran straight to the internet and exposed text message, trolling dude, all of that. How y'all know dude was at a Haitian restaurant, bro? We only heard about that he was in Atlanta. Y'all putting out too many details too fast, bro. That's this generation we live in, bro. Y'all can call me Cap. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all explain to me why Duty Low asking that man to help him get his chain back. And that'll answer it all for y'all, bro. Y'all know who got that chain, bro. Some of their affiliates got that chain. And they can't just post it right now. It's a whole Fed case going on. You know what I'm saying? That'll be so policey of them, bro. Everybody would call them the police if they did that junk. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna find out and see. But if it come out later on down the line that one of their affiliates or somebody close to them got that chain, I want y'all to just come to the channel, subscribe, and say, D, you in line. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Peace, positivity, network growth. I love these kids, man. We're trying to save these communities, build these communities back up. Man, like I said, I love everybody. Appreciate y'all so much for tapping in with me, man. Love y'all so much. Thank y'all.
I'm stirring my thoughts for sure. Girl, he funny. Is he on? Is he live right now?
Who?
Reggie. Dun, 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 dun.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're gonna talk about Rose from ESD, man, still dishing and trolling Q50, man, after ending up with his watch. So let's jump straight into it. Dude, over the last couple of days, bro been riding around the city, bro, just straight dissing and trolling them dudes. And the funny part is, bro, I put my last money on it. Dude just sold that watch. When has we seen him post that watch since the first day, bro? After the first day, we seen that man post a nice little amount of cash. When have we seen him have that watch again? Dude then sold that watch probably already. I put my bottom dollar on it. Earlier today, he posted a picture of Baby Hawkem, you know, free Baby Hawkem, you know, one of the hottest artists out of the rack. That's a clear diss to the Hounds of them. Everybody know Baby Hawkem don't get along with the Hounds. Then he said free Turbo. If anybody know what they know with surrounding Dude, then you will know that's a clear diss to Burley Boys and to Shorty Mob and them. Dude is winning right now just for the simple fact is Q50 is an internet sensation, and we done painted this man out to be a chain snatcher and John Gotti. And now this man that got his watch took or stolen, or Dude found it in a cereal box in the morning, or FedEx delivered it to him. However he got it, he ended up having it. That's the only reason why Dude is followers is going up, and he keep tweaking with them dudes and trolling them. Because he know everything that got something to do with the Hounds right now on the internet is gonna blow. It's gonna go. Like it's no exaggeration about it. It's gonna go up. Dude already had a problem with Shorty Mob and them, man. It's reportedly that some Shorty Mob members had jumped on some ESD members on the school bus or public bus or however, but it was some form of transportation that they done whooped on them dudes. From there, bro, they done already had a bad feeling, a bad taste in their mouth about them dudes. This ain't got nothing to do with no watch. This ain't got nothing to do with Q50 and them having a failed attempt. It's all about, bro, these dudes had already had an issue. When them dudes came across Q50 watch, however they found it, they was gonna troll them dudes from the jump, bro, because it was already an issue, bro. This issue just didn't start. They been had an issue with them dudes. All y'all got to do is go watch their vlogs and watch their interviews. They'll tell you who they into it with. They've been into it with Shorty Mob. That when they ran across that watch, it was a straight green light for them. Oh, we about to troll Dude. We don't mess with him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why you think the first people that pulled up with Q50 was who? Shorty Mob. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just hope Rose, bro, you know, you gonna have to keep standing on that, bro. In the streets, bro, the only way you can get away with something like this is being aggressive, bro. You know, but the one thing in the streets I'm going to say is when aggression meet aggression, sometimes somebody don't make it out. It's easy to push over somebody. It's easy to put work in on somebody when they ain't aggressive with you. But when aggression meet aggression in them streets, people don't usually make it out, bro. So the same way them Shorty Mob dudes ready to buckle up with Q50, the same way I'm pretty sure them ESD dudes is ready to do it for Rose. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes with the streets. The part that's just funny to me is that y'all dudes is sitting over here playing with y'all life and y'all freedom, going back and forth on the internet, bro, and just leaving a trail of evidence, bro. That's the part that's funny to me. If something happened to somebody, bro, y'all done already put the whole trail on the internet, but yet y'all want to call bloggers and content creators and Reddit and Squid Post, oh yeah, bro, y'all rats, y'all police, bro. Until you open your mouth, don't nobody know nothing about you, bro. But the thing is, these 2025 gangsters that's playing tough and that's playing gangster, they have to run to the internet for validation because they not really him in the streets. Anybody that's him in the streets and really putting in work in the streets and really got some common sense up here and really know how they using this internet to lock people up, you're going to stay far away from this internet. You can't do both. You can't really be putting work in the streets and still be a figure on the internet, bro. That don't work. And that's why a lot of these dudes cannot post something not criminal and not street because they still in the streets. Anybody that's far removed from the streets and really getting money and really then moved on, they not gonna really post too much street stuff. But dudes that's actively in the streets, it's gonna be hard, bro, for you to post actively street stuff and then try to be a rapper or try to have, it ain't gonna work for y'all, bro. But, you know, maybe y'all young dudes got a game plan that's different from the other 1,000 people that tried it and did fail. So we gonna sit back and see. But your boy Rose, I wish you the best, bro. You know what I'm saying? But show that watch again, bro. I just want to see you show that watch one more time, bro. Because I think dude been sold the watch already, bro. That's just my personal opinion. I ain't seen dude show the watch again, bro. You know, but it's your boy D's Media sounding out. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids and they never too late. We tore down these communities. Let's build them back up, man. I love y'all so much. Appreciate y'all.
Streaming tips from you, bro. Like,
what you need?
bruh, I don't know, but bruh, when you get on stream, let me collab stream with you. Let me join your stream.
Let's do it. What you
I'm live right now. Huh?
got Discord?
Yeah, I got Discord.
I bet, yeah, we can do a Discord call.
All right, let me know.
Be home. I don't know when I'm gonna be home right now. I'm at my boy house. He doing some, he put my steering wheel in my car.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, let's do it. I've been waiting. Let's do it.
All right, bet. I'm about to stream with Cuffham today.
Do it.
Hey, you want? Yeah, look, yeah. I'm about to stream with Cuffham. All right.
What's going on?
All right, bro. All right, let me know when you like. All right.
All right, bro.
Hey, y'all told call him.
This Diddy trial just revealed exactly why Diddy was in LA trying to hire goons to take out Drake. It's insane. We finally got the full story, bro. We know exactly why Diddy hated Drake, and it wasn't over no songs or no beat, bro, as Diddy would try to make it appear to be. Now, before we can get into what took place today, let's just rewind a little bit and give you guys a history of this Drake and Diddy beef. Now, this is part one where we do dive deep and sort of entertain the idea that this was over the song and a beat because Diddy said it was. But just ignore that and just look at the attempts that Diddy made on Drake's life. And then once we get past that, we're going to go to part two where we really break down what took place today in trial and what the real reason that Diddy was trying to hunt Drake throughout LA. Diddy put a hit out on Drake, but Drake survived by making this really smart decision. Stay with me. This is not clickbait at all. So by now, everybody already knows on the early mornings of December 8th, 2014, at a VMA after party, Diddy put hands and feet on Drake. See, the beatdown was so ferocious that Diddy sent Drake to the emergency room.
He's done battle with Brown, but did Drake take on Diddy? E-Talk's Daniel Graham joins us now with more. What's going on?
Well, yeah, you kind of said it there, Bev. There are reports from Miami that late or early hours Monday morning, Diddy and Drake got in a fight outside of a nightclub. They are both there for the Art Basel Festival. And MTV has confirmed an eyewitness that says, yes, a fight went down. Diddy allegedly hitting Drake, not knocking him out, but hitting him quite hard. And the quote was, clocked him. Rick Ross's DJ tweeted that Drake ended up in the hospital.
Now, despite Diddy going out of his way to deny an altercation took place,
like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake.
50 Cent will confirm that this indeed happened and that Diddy put the pause on Drake over a dispute over the 0 to 100 beat.
Puff can't even hear a hit. I know he can't. He couldn't.
Puff can't hear a hit? That's kind of crazy.
He still hear things from back then, that time period.
Oh, got you now.
Right.
Okay, got you saying.
He can't buy the record. He can't. You play it for him right now, and it's hot. He can't buy it. This is why he fighting Drake. When you hit Drake, because he used the beat that he didn't actually use.
0 to 100.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So if he heard it, and then he heard Drake use it, but it wasn't a hit yet until Drake put the lines on the record.
Here's what makes Diddy going on a Breakfast Club in 2015 and denying that he had an issue with Drake. You see, August of 2015 is when Diddy went on a Breakfast Club. August of 2015, Diddy had an active hit. Diddy put a bag on Drake's head for any gangster in LA to claim it.
About how you found out that they're trying to set up Drake in LA at one point. What exactly was that about?
That was about like him and Diddy were beefing.
So one thing we're learning about Diddy as of lately is that Diddy is a sociopath, man. The man is insane. I believe that Diddy and King Von was cut from the same cloth, but Diddy just had $1 billion to really play ball. King Von was just a savage, yo. They both, to me, right, had the lust for blood. Cause Diddy was moving crazy. We seen he blew up Kid Cudi's like cars in the cribs. So Drake understood though that for him to survive in LA as a non-affiliate, he had to cozy up to some real gangsters. So Drake decided he was going to cozy up to the game and seek protection from the game against Diddy.
Right? They had a little beef over something in Miami outside of Live.
I think Diddy allegedly assaulted him or something. I think it was over the start from the bottom beat, where I guess it's supposed to go to Diddy and Drake took it and something silly like that.
But there were like calls, going around LA, and it was like, Drake here, Drake there, who will run up on him. I'm not saying it, it didn't come from Diddy directly, but LA get tricky. So, when there are beefs and they are here, no matter who it is, like there's certain people that are gonna get called, and I'm one of those people. So, I had privy, Drake.
If you read in between the lines, then you caught on, right? The game said the hit on Drake's head was a consequence from his beef with Diddy, but the game being a certified street dude who was thorough, he knew he was saying a little too much, so he cleaned it up and said, hey, I can't say if it came directly from Diddy or not. I just knew I had my boys back. But protection ain't free. We homies, but protection ain't free. So Drake still had to play ball and cough up something. So Drake gave Game a record, 100, which we know was filmed in Compton. Oh, you ain't think Drake was in the middle of Compton hugging on babies or singing karaoke just because, right? Like, y'all ain't think this was just off the love, right?
I'm in the club every time that they play the competition.
Now, if you listen to that record closely, then you probably already know where I'm heading. The Game confirmed on that record that Diddy put the hit out on Drake and all OVO members. On his verse, The Game will rap that he was actually contacted initially to set Drake up, but he decided he was going to protect his mans. He rapped, ninjas called me to set you up, want me to come and wet you up, because you were out of town ninja like Biggie, the Diddy reference. Heard about the shit with Diddy, so I came through to vest you up and I got a vest for 40, a vest for Hush, a vest for every ninja with an eye on his chest. And what? I got LA Unify. You better off committing suicide. Teachers ain't testing us. See, I know how it feel to be Platinum Plus. Ninjas is jealous of you, so they try to wrap you up, tax you up, but it's OVO blood money. That man Diddy is a dangerous dude, bruh. Which makes sense as to how Diddy was able to survive living in LA at the height of the East Coast and West Coast beef. Diddy was beefing with Suge Knight while living in LA, and he lived, and he was untouched. Yo, Diddy is a chess maker, and he's a real Don Gordon, bro. A bad man. Now, it kind of makes sense as well as to why Drake was so paranoid and on edge during the video shoot. Wack 100 would tell a story on Clubhouse as to how, like, Drake got so spooked out when he seen dudes he didn't know that he hopped in his like minivan and they drove off right away during the video shoot because Drake was terrified.
In the limousine, Cali, we put all the kids in, had Drake get in and take pictures and all that shit. The significance was, first of all, the homies had all the corners locked down because Drake agreed to come to the ghetto.
Right, I was about to say that.
Drake agreed to come to the ghetto, right?
Gotta lock it down.
I told this story before, right? When we was finna move from one street to the next, Drake's, you know, we tell the homies, yo, clear the block out, make sure ain't nothing over there. So he see the homies, you know, tooling up to go over there. Drake jump in the Escalade and out, right? They said, Wack, we think Drake thinks something going on, right? I said, hold on, let me go get this nigga. So I jump in the car with two of the homies. We get on him, get him to the light. Nigga, where you going? He like, Wack, they got, I said, nigga, they with us. They going to the next block to clear the block out. That ain't for you, nigga. Straight, they with us.
Even though Drake had been assured by the game that he was good, Drake was still paranoid and frantic. So when he seen anybody with a gun, even though they were allies and actually helping him out, he got on and ran away from the video shoot. Yo, like the smartest move that Drake made was to align himself with the game and some gang members in LA, and that was how Drake was able to survive the hit that Diddy put on him in 2015. Let's fast forward to 2025. Diddy is currently in federal custody. He's currently at trial, being accused of egg trafficking Cassie and another woman he was dating. Cassie was back on the stand today testifying against Diddy. During her redirect, Cassie dropped a nugget that Drake because Drake stole a song from him. That's not the case at all. And Cassie sort of like dropped the bomb. This here blew the entire case open. The prosecutors for the U.S. asked Cassie, where was she going that ignited Diddy to come over and violate her? Cassie would say to a music festival in Canada run by Drake. She was going to OVO Fest. Sean came to my home and tried to blank me. I was thrown into the bed frame. And they showed proof, you know, like a picture. And it was a picture of Cassie's eye. And they asked her, who took you to the doctor? She said, D-Rock. Diddy, you wrong for laying a hand on that woman, bro. I wouldn't have allowed my girl to go to no OVO Fest either, bro. All right? Especially if I'm not the best boyfriend to her, bro. Like, she took, homie. Bro, she go to OVO Fest as Cassie, she took, homie. But you should have let her get took, bro. You weren't good to her. Now, my girlfriend, I'm not putting my hands on my girl. I'm just breaking up with her. I'm just dumping her, right, bro? You go to OVO Fest, bro, by yourself. You coming home single, bro. Might as well move out, pack your stuff, and get out, bro. We not kicking it afterwards, bro. You go to OVO Fest to kick it with Drake. You took. Now, this testimony by Cassie draws my opinion back to a Lil Duval tweet that he tweeted out after the Drake and Diddy incident happened. And a lot of us thought Lil Duval was just making a joke, but no, he wasn't making a joke. He was being dead serious. Lil Duval tweeted out, I heard Diddy swung on Drake in Miami for saying hello to Cassie. this makes a lot of sense. Diddy knew that Drake was trying to take his girl. And Drake will even rap about trying to take his girl. And we're going to review those lyrics shortly. Those lyrics are from 4 p.m. in Calabasas. We'll review that shortly because we knew that was a Diddy diss track, but now looking back and reading the lyrics, it opened up our eyes to a lot of things. But here's what's really crazy. Diddy did all that huffing and puffing. Diddy put that much energy in trying to stop Cassie from going to OVO Fest. And guess what she did after she got her eye blacked out? You know what she did? She got on that flight and went to OVO Fest anyway.
So listen, look what you did to me. AUSA says, in this photo, where were you? She says, I was in the green room in Toronto. Oh, she went there. Yeah, she still went to the 6. Yeah, this got to be before Diddy tried to beat the shit out of Drake. Yeah, nigga, why you partying with my bitch? Oh, yeah, she definitely went to Toronto. Okay. She said, yo, he beat her ass. She still went to Toronto. Oh, my God. 2013. Look at this picture. We kind of got it, chat. Look, last night the internet was buzzing with the rumor that Drake has signed Diddy's boo to his October's very own imprint. Nicole Bitch reported that a media-based newsletter, blah, 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 blah. Cassie, blah, 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 blah. Let's get to it. She supposedly signed, so this is a rumor. The chatter is simply internet buzz. Cassie's teaming up with Drake. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. When was this picture taken? Chad? I knew that nigga knocked Drake out over. It wasn't over no goddamn beat. Like, the beat was probably the last straw, but that nigga Drake tried his best, bro.
Looking back now, how Drake been moving with almost all these other industry dudes, girls, bro. How we know for sure Drake been piping out people, wives and girlfriends, bro. Drake deserved to get punched in his eye. Cassie didn't. Drake deserved to get that head up from Diddy, bro. Bro, you flying my girl out, bro. You trying to sign my girl knowing she signed to me, man. Knowing this is how I got my girl. You trying to weasel her the same way I weasel her, bro. But it looks like, Drake was privy to information that a lot of us didn't know at the time. But Cassie confided in Drake with a lot because Drake was dropping subliminals on records about Diddy. Drake raps, domestic blank, that man is not a man for you. He's a pathetic excuse. Lying through your teeth, scared of letting your skeletons loose. But you stick around, because who out there that's better for you? Bro, Drake was talking about Diddy the whole time, man. We all knew for years that 4 p.m. in Calabasas was a Diddy diss track. Bro, this man used a Diddy beat, used a Diddy cadence. This was clearly a Diddy diss track. But a lot of us didn't know to the extent of exactly which bars was towards Diddy. But now this Cassie situation is going on. As we look back, it's clear as day, right? Drake talked about the Diddy and Cassie situation on 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
All you self-promoters is janky. Oh, come on. Stop with the ad, bro. We established at the Yankees, we moving Milton, but you the one tanking. No limit to where I could take it. And you know me as a Chris bottle sender, check picker-upper. I thought we looked out for one another. Saw us all as brothers in a struggle, too blessed to be humble. I guess it's different in the city I come from. All of a sudden, I got people showing how they truly resent me. They hold demeanor just spells envy. They trying to tempt me. The higher I get, the less they accept me. Even the OGs trying to press me. Ha, 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 ha. No way out. All alluding to Diddy. Because I'm already in it. I'm not attending when I do a show and get a ticket. Good business. Can clean millions. I got divisions. I've been had hits since No Scrubs and No Pigeons. Even back when I wasn't popping. When they told me to take an R&B on the road and I told them I drew for Kendrick and Rocky. Snakes. I try to make the right choices with the world watching. Mike never tried to rap like Pac. Pac never tried to sing like Mike. Those my dad's words to me when I asked him how to make it in life. And I always said my mother gave the greatest advice. Look at me now. They look at me as the golden child. Can't nobody hold me down. Certain shit is just too wild to reconcile. Take that. No love in my heart, so they fake that. DiCaprio level, the way they play that. Damn, what is that? Y'all don't hear no songs that hit my phone like you did that. Didn't even hit my line where you been at. It's always on some shit like, oh, okay, he's talking about Diddy here. Oh, bingo, where my bitch at? Got him. Drake, you man. Drake, I see why these after 20v1 you.
established. through. The energy relay is under attack.
If that core explodes, the city goes with it. Dimensional barrier is shutting down. We can't stop it now. How long do we have?
Not long. The reactor has sustained heavy damage.
Titans ahead. Support team, deploy weaponry.
Incoming.
Slayer is approaching the core.
The barrier is critical. Relay overloading.
We need to pull everyone back. That core will explode. He needs to evacuate now.
He's trying to save the city. Slayer, there's a strip mine nearby. I'll mark it for you.
The shipment disappeared from radar.
Tracking the Slayer for evac now.
The transdimensional barrier is offline. Demonic activity is surging. The Creed has requested an immediate report.
Return to the Sentinel barracks.
I did as you asked. Now please, let her soul be at peace.
And the heart of Argent
Is sealed in a chamber. I told you, I cannot open it. No one can.
welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is the top news story across the world. Of course, the world that is controlled by the Catholic Church. Every news source highly focused on it. Leo XIV elected as the first American Pope. And of course, this comes just days after Trump put out the AI image of him as the Pope, which at least some Catholics really didn't like, but I'd say that was clearly a clue for what was to come. And again, here's CNN. Leo XIV elected his first American Pope. Here's Fox News. Pope Leo XIV addresses the world after being elected Catholic Church's top leader. Here's MSNBC. Bill Gates' news channel. Cardinal Robert Francis Provost, the first American-born Pope, takes the name Leo XIV. Here's the BBC, same thing. Here's Al Jazeera, same thing. And you can go right on down the line. Just a reminder how important the Catholic Church is in this Catholic-controlled world, which so many people overlook. Half the world doesn't even realize the calendar that says today is May 8th, 2025, comes from the Catholic Church. Most people don't realize the most widespread language in the world that's taught worldwide, English, is the product of the Catholic Church. And with that part, again, I remind that every day the Catholic Church performs rituals with their calendar and with their language in the ancient practice of gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. We're going to get to see just how perfect this whole conclave was, the white smoke today, the naming of Pope Leo XIV. It just couldn't be any more perfect. And again, I learned about this letters and numbers thing from the 1926 book, The Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly P. Hall. Within the book, he reveals the 4 ways to numerically encode a word using the English alphabetic order. And you begin to realize why there is an alphabetic order. Why is A the first letter? Why is Z the last? Again, the 4 ciphers, the alphabetic order with numerology, the reverse alphabetic order, just counting the letters in reverse. Z would become 1, back to A is 26, and the reverse with numerology applied. Notice, at the Vatican, they put up the white smoke when they pick a pope, and today is the 128th day of the year. May 8th, the 128th day. Let me zoom in on this. In the most simple cipher, white smoke 128. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse, white smoke is 142, and they're replacing Pope Francis, who celebrated his last birthday 142 days ago. Yesterday, we talked about how conclave equates to 141 when you run it in reverse. Yesterday was 141 days after his birthday. And conclave, when you run it forwards, is 75, like how the 7th of May is expressed 7-5 in Rome. So what a day for a conclave to begin. And now what a day for the white smoke. And funny enough, white smoke, when you apply numerology, equates to 47 like Vatican. And when you apply numerology and run it in reverse, white smoke equals 52 like Pope equates to 52, going with the 52-week calendar named for the Pope. So white smoke, very fitting, especially today in light of the last Pope. Also noteworthy, Pope Francis assigned the new Pope his titular church. I'm saying that right, so I'm not a Catholic, but Titular. He assigned him this church, which is assigned for the Cardinals, on January 28th, 2024. So on 1/28, as we write it here in the U.S., as the first American Cardinal, 1/28, and now on the 128th day of the year, this happens. We were talking about this yesterday with, for example, the beating video of Tyree Nichols being released on January 27th and the officers getting acquitted on the 127th day of the year. Major ritual, but here we go. There's that. And again, Pope Francis was the first Jesuit Pope. He became a Jesuit in 58. Pope Francis has that numerical value of 58. We write today May 8th in the U.S., 5/8 like 58. The title of the new Pope, Pope Leo XIV. When you run it forwards, 58. What a day to assume this name on 5/8. And as we talked about yesterday, the headlines were regarding how all of the cardinals take an oath of secrecy for the conclave. And it's rumored that Pope Francis was a Freemason, and I think those rumors are true because he always did the Masonic hidden hand pose. And that's a Masonic pose that Pope Francis used to always do. That would be a big deal if he was a Mason, because Freemasonry is not allowed within Catholicism. But again, they're secret societies, so how do you know what's really going on? How do you know if there's really a Catholic in Freemasonry? They take oaths of secrecy. Somebody's in there and they're a Catholic, that information's supposed to be protected. But again, Freemasonry equals 58, as does Rosicrucian, as does Solomon's Temple, as does Secret Society. We're going to be connecting this with Trump in a minute, who was the winner of the 58th U.S. presidential election after announcing from the 58-story Trump Tower. That was the first time around in 2016. This time around, he got 58% of the Electoral College, and we're going to see how this really lines up so perfectly. Trump, the Jesuit Pope replaced. The phrase first American Pope, which is all over the headlines, it equates to 271. That's the 58th prime number. On 5/8, the first American Pope. His birth name, Robert Francis Prevost. Could be pronouncing that wrong. Haven't heard his name enough yet to know for sure. His full name, for the record, has a gematria about 263, which is the 56th prime. That is the other value of Pope, so a fitting name to become a Pope. He's going to turn 70 later this year on September 14th. He's 69 right now. Catholic Church equals 69. If he's 69, he's already in his 70th year of life. Again, he will turn 70 later this year. Vatican equals 70, as does Francis. Remember, the Pope Francis just died on 70-day numerology on Rome's birthday, April 21st, 2025. He has become Pope 129 days before his upcoming birthday. 129 is 201 in base 8 counting. Catholic Pope equates to 201. If you're new here, we talk about this pairing a lot. 129 and 201, it goes beyond the Pope. His title before he became Pope was Cardinal Robert Prevost, or maybe the S-T silent, I don't know. His name, though, 312. Just like Pope Francis, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, 312. We talked about how Pope Francis just died on the 312th day of Trump's age. By the way, Trump equals 88 like stroke. The Pope's dead at 88. But Trump, who got the 312 Electoral College votes and returned to office while the Pope was 88, when again Trump is 88, and there's so many 88 rituals with Trump over the years, including Mar-a-Lago, the raid on 8/8. But yeah, just days ago, Trump got a lot of criticism for putting out an AI image of him as the Pope, only for us to get the first American Pope. And keep in mind, Trump, this AI image was the story on May 5th, 5/5. Remember, the word Satan equates to 55. Trump does run on Mega, M-A-G-A, which is the highest degree, the 5th degree of the Church of Satan. We talked about when the Pope died, how it corresponded with the Church of Satan, how the 9th day of mourning would fall on their 59th birthday, when Pope Francis equals 59, and Benedict stepped down on the 59th day of the year for him, and all the other things. Notice also that from the anniversary of him becoming cardinal to the conclave beginning was 220 days. That's a number that's big with Trump as well. Donald John Trump, 220. But yeah, again, a reminder, the Catholic Church gave us the language, the calendar, and they sync up all their high ritual by this simple code, which you can see through the years, through the death of Benedict, Francis, and the rest of them. But yeah, what another great classic example today. The first American Pope, whose name will equate to 58 on 5/8. The white smoke on the perfect day, synced with the last Pope. The conclave, again, on the perfect day, 7/5. 141 days after the Pope's birthday. And let me just pull that up in case you missed what we were saying yesterday. The good news about this, the good news is the Pope's name is not related to Peter. Articles are written about how if it's a Peter, that could tie in with the prophecy of St. Malachi, which again was already a little bit off because the Peter was supposed to be Pope Francis, and it wasn't. They did point out that Pope Francis' father's name was Pietro, which is Peter. Again, had it been a Peter, they would have been looking at the St. Malachi thing, which is supposed to bring about this great cataclysm and destruction in the world. So let's hope we don't have to worry about that for some time. Whoops, I pulled up the wrong poster. I need to pull up yesterday's Conclave post. Just want you to see how perfect all the ritualism is. And by the way, I was just on a panel trying to explain this to them, and they said it was too complicated. I just thought, how is this too complicated? Elementary math is too complicated for Americans. Conclave. 75, 7th of May, the conclave begins. That's how they write it in Rome. Again, Catholic Church, Roman Catholic, 75. Write it the other way. Rome is 57, like the Pope just died on Rome's birthday, April 21st. And that would have been 141 days after the Pope's birthday. Again, you run the alphabetic order in reverse. Conclave 141. Again, when you're talking to a group of people and they're all saying this is too complicated for them to understand, you got to say, God, what has happened to this group of people that they can't understand elementary mathematics, simple addition? I'd say a big part of the answer to that is the Catholic Church and religion. Religion makes people dumb. It makes them so they don't think, they don't question, they just believe. They have simple ideas. If they believe in a story, all is well. Again, this isn't the way to evolve humanity. This isn't the way to bring about the best of humanity. And the Catholic Church, just like governments, they like dumb, subservient people. They're easy to collect the money from. They're easy to take advantage of. They're easy to manipulate. They're easy to get them to fall in line with the stories they want them to fall in line with. Again, there is a tight connection with religion and government and history and how this nation was largely founded by people who were trying to escape the
distress signal was
tyranny of the
sent.
Catholic Church.
We've tried contacting them. No response.
By the way, the Cardinal's swearing in on page 223 of this book. That's a very important number in terms of gematria. It represents Masonic. Wouldn't it be something to find out that Catholics who are not supposed to be Masons, as it's taught to them at the lower levels, would it be something to find out that all the ones at the higher levels were all involved in the secret society? I mean, would it even surprise you?
AR-722.
For another point, the conclave began on the 127th day of the year. Vatican City 127, religion 127. 127 is the 31st time they tell you 31 people were killed in Pakistan on India's attack, perfectly synced with the Superior General. Let's watch how the news is covering this. And by the way, look at how the news gives you a 2-minute and 23-second story after all the Cardinals swearing on 223, right? Just comical. That's syndicated by Fox. Let's catch this story real quick.
Studio quality AI
first we got
images
a quick
in seconds. One
AI
payment,
commercial. Hold on.
unlimited use forever.
Okay. Here we go. The white curtains are behind the glass door. Now the door open. Let me see first. Here we are. The Cardinal Proto-Deacon. Okay, Dominic Converti. He's smiling. He's smiling. He will give us the announcement. Here we are.
Annuncio vobis Gaudium Magnum. Habemus Papam. Eminentissimum, ac reverendissimum Dominum, Dominum Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae Cardinalem Prevot.
Balin, with the Slayer guarding the barracks, we'll take the airships.
Qui
Rally at the
sibi
priest's
nomen
call.
imposuit Leonem decimum quartum.
So, the Pope is
is Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, who's taken the name of Leo XIV, Pope Leo XIV. Cardinal Prevost is an American, and he spent most of his ministry in Latin America, in Peru, and also in Paraguay. And he's an Augustinian father. He was the provincial in Latin America, and then became the Bishop of Chiclayo.
Honestly, I was about to have a kid. We were like changing facilities, and it was like, dude, coordinating all the jars is like, it's a lot. And I'm sure anybody that's doing any amount of jars, really, it's fucking weighs a ton. You got to get them wrapped up and this and that. And so I would kind of like preemptively just order some bags to get me through a few months while I was like having a kid. And because honestly, my wife helps me with a lot of like putting the stuff together for ordering the packaging, and she can do a little Illustrator and Photoshop and stuff. Shout out wifey. And so I was like, she's gonna be down, like I don't got nobody, we got to plan on that. But
I like that you do both. Some of the best brands out there do both.
It's the bags are cool, but like, I mean, ultimately you want to treat the weed with some respect. You got to put it in a jar, and I don't. It was like he came to me one day and he handed me a bag and he handed me a jar that had like a great wrap on. He's like, which one feels nicer? I'm like, all right, I got it.
It gets tough. This is the only part that for me breaks it, is that nobody can move around with these. Yes. Like I had to one time pick up a 6-pounder, right? 6 pounds from a big brand.
Fuck, dude.
We won't say. And they got like these crazy
whole back of your trucks
looking jars, and they're purple and shit. And I was literally like, I'm a big guy and I can move some fucking weight around, and I'm like, this is nuts.
Or logistically, it's
But then they were like, no, the weed's not even in those.
Yeah.
Those were just the jars.
Here's the bags.
I was like, what? And I just realized, like, yo, wow, that's like 8 to 10 pounds per pound of flour, right? That package. And then you start to go like 6, 10, 15 pounds. You're 150 pounds.
It's a lot.
Versus like, a pound and a half extra.
Like nothing.
It takes a duffel bag to a truckload.
Yeah. And I saw where like, for me, this makes sense if you're smoking it in Cali, but if you're moving around and then whatever that means, this is like, this is all day.
Yeah.
So it's this weird, we see it with Tenko.
Yeah.
We see it with Doja. We see it with a bunch of brands where they have the jar. It's hard to beat a jar though, because when you're really worried about high quality, not messing up the actual trichome heads, not compressing them, depressing them, not even just fucking put it in there like it's in a museum.
Right.
Put the painting up, don't touch
Celebrate the product.
Yeah.
Celebrate the product.
But like it's like there's also utility, right? Like and the only thing I don't like about the bags is like, we have these, like you say, the nugs are looking like in great shape, right? That's on purpose. We trim them very nice, and it just crushes me to see a bag with some pancake nugs in there, and I'm just like, oh God, like what a nightmare. I know that I've been looking into those a little bit. How do you like those?
I like the trays. So that's the only way that I got convinced. Cause I was like, no, dude, jars. Like I'm a grower just like you. Like, no, dude, jars. And then it was like, unless you can tell me how to protect my flower, because like this is the ultimate when someone posts your photo or posts and be like, yo, this shit is so good, and then the photo they post is such like stomped out nugs.
Someone just sitting on it,
and you're like, dude, shout out to you, but like I can't repost that.
No repost.
Like,
were you trying to make rosin out of it?
That's a shame though, when you coming from a caring place where you're like, dude,
trust.
I spent 6 months.
I can't
with that
even look at it, dude. Like I can't. It crushes me. Like it crushes me.
So you have to somehow create a barrier of protection.
Yeah.
And that was the only way where I could do it. Where like, with these,
it's
you
nice.
can't crush the buds.
Way better,
but like, I love a good jar, and like this makes total sense.
Establish contact when we reach Eratum.
Commander Thera,
The demonic presence around the priest signal is getting larger.
Vault energy. Detected.
You're almost outside. There's a path through the tombs nearby. outside. There's a path through the tunes nearby.
I'm not even.
Attack on the barracks is a diversion. My father will need help. Ensign, mobilize the Slayer's dragon. Marking the Slayer's HUD now.
protect us! Takers, protect us!
Slayer is approaching the bridge to the Dragon's aviary. Clear the Slayer's launch pad.
Muscle, a TRT, muscles. I should just make a pull-up bar right here. Just so I can flex with some pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? Do some pull-ups. We're gonna season the wok, but I believe you have to season the wok on a high-power heat thing. I'm gonna order one. I'm not gonna use the wok until we get the real hot, high-intensity heat thing. I'll just put it right over here, and whenever we want to walk, this is the walk station. Like, the kids walking out of control. You know what I'm saying? The kids walking. You know what I mean? Yeah, the whole thing's covered now, look. We got roof. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't getting wet. This shit ain't getting wet. They got unk on the roof. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 modes of protection for the refrigerator. I got 3 roofs, man. 4. You count the real roof, you know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God damn, the kids got roofs. Over the garage, 6. Over on that side, 7. In the back of the house, 8. You know what I'm saying? The kid got a lot of roofs. You miss our place, Uncle. Yes. Okay. Game over? Okay, well, what time is it? 5 o'clock. Yeah, close them up. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Oh, you fucked up the roof. Ugly. Uncle. Ugly. I mean, you need to get down, man. You're just staying up there. You're fucking up the roof, bro. What?
Get that bitch at. Get me.
I would love to. Predictions.
Am I boxing on Aiden's event? No, I'm not boxing. I'll only box DJ Scheme. Get that bitch at. Get me DJ Scheme and I'll get in the ring. I'll do that one. I'll do. That one's a
Yo, Tav, hit Scheme right now and see if he's down to do this.
pride thing with me.
I'm trying to load up this next card in Tennessee. This would be a great card.
Because he fucking talked too much. But he already backed down like a pussy. So we're.
I ain't gonna lie, that net card's gotta go crazy. I would love to. Predictions.
Am I boxing on Aiden's event? No, I'm not boxing. I'll only box DJ Scheme. Get that bitch at. Get me DJ Scheme and I'll get in the ring. I'll do that one. I'll do. That one's a
Yo, Tav, hit Scheme right now and see if he's down to do this.
pride thing with me.
I'm trying to load up this next card in Tennessee. This would be a great card.
Hardpoint. Go time. Capture the objective. Hardpoint is secure.
Incoming grenade!
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile UAV established overhead. Hardpoint identified. Enemy CUAV inbound. Hostiles attached to hardpoint.
Ice the sharpshooter.
Hardpoint active.
Archangel making noise. Who the fuck taught you weapon safety, soldier?
Hey, actually, do you guys want to buy some parts?
Firing Archangel.
Get back to work.
Enemy UAV inbound. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Gun inbound.
locked down. Hard point located. Hostiles have the hard point.
Concussion grenade!
Hostile counter UAV established above. Hard point is active. Hostiles attached to hard point. Hard point is secure. Hostiles have the hard point.
Sending incendiary. Greg!
Hostile, planting string mine.
Hard point identified. Hard point active. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Simtex armed. Hostile grenade! Hostile stun! Hostile spring line. Using scout pulse.
5 down.
Hard point locked down.
TACOM established watchdog below overhead.
Hard point located.
Not good.
Hard point is active. Hostiles have the hard point.
Enemy arcade tool.
Triggering scout pulse. Enemy put down.
Hostile concussion.
So
Hard point identified.
5 down, no sweat.
Oh, these guns are so.
Hard point active. Hard point is secure.
Scout pulse activated.
Enemy free army.
Hard point locked
fucking
down.
work.
Hostiles
Enough!
captured the hard point.
Using the
God, okay, okay. All right, I fucking hate my whole life. Okay, we know. We know. We get it. Everything must be a fucking nightmare. I get it.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Jesus fucking Christ. Enough.
shock charge.
Hard point is
Stupid
secure.
fucking bullshit. Can somebody handle
Hard
it one
point
day?
located.
Jesus.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Every time I leave the house, every time I wake up, it's how much can I handle before I freak out?
Hostiles have the hard point.
Moving with Archangel.
All right, lock in at 53, buddy. Fucking hour of this.
Stun inbound.
I'm gonna say the information. Going to New York City today.
Frag. 5 kills, there's your bar. It's a low one.
Go. No way we're gonna get it.
Hard point locked down. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
What's up, Angela? my chair stream. I'm not even kidding, guys. If you actually had anyone, any side characters chat, not only did we metrically slaughter them staring at my chair, it wasn't even close. So, yeah, there's also that. Not only was it a statistical annihilation, I mean, it was like a JV team playing the 98 Yankees or something like that.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. You're planning on giving up. Do it now.
Did he trial?
If not,
It doesn't matter. We're not going to trial. New York City's bad content. And it'll still be fun.
Hard point is
secure. That's more what you guys want.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Some of you guys miss some of the older, more girl party.
Scout pulse activated.
Hard point.
I still think my biggest viewer counts are Monkey App or like something about you guys complain about a lot of the email streams.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
So I don't know why anyone's saying they miss those, but every time
Hard point locked down.
all I got was
Hostiles have the hard point.
Loaded the stream, showing Kurt. What up, Drink Tomorrow? These lame steak streams. How is it lame, bro? This shit's fire as fuck. Donate 7.
My bad.
We're paying out today. Today is gonna, when I get to New York City, today's stream, we're gonna do the payouts live. We're gonna do live giveaways from a New York City hotel room somewhere. I'm not gonna say where. Aiden wants me to fight. Dude, you guys have amnesia? We already tried to do this. He didn't want to fight. All that's gonna happen is DJ Scheme is just gonna not answer the challenge, just like he did last time, and it's just gonna go away. And I'm not gonna bring it up again. So I proved my point. I can't do anything about it. Dude, that guy will get slaughtered in the ring. And here's the issue. He knows the risk of me beating him is just too high. If I beat him, which I will, because I'll train a little bit, if he loses to me, he's just fucked. And just that risk, that being tied to his name is so risky. He's not gonna do it. With me, it doesn't matter. I'm already perceived as an LOL cow by the Aiden, Ross, Kai, and Speed. And Speed's audience is a little bigger and different. But dude, Aiden, Speed, Aiden, Kai, all of Kai's minions, all 90%, 95% of the Just Chatting streamers on Twitch, they all share the same audience. It's the same viewers just bouncing around. Bruce, drop them off, your rage. It's not all these different people. It's the same people. And I don't pull any of them, and we can all imagine why. Like this white kid got denied from Streamers University. He's like, I don't know what I did wrong. And I said, look, dude, you might not know why, but one day you will. He goes, what do you mean? I go, dude, are you serious right now? You don't know why you didn't get it? The amount of subtle racism in streaming is out of control. Nobody will talk about it, but I'm letting you know, I still think age is the greatest factor in your demographic. How old you are is just gonna skew your audience. I would say more than anything, but then right underneath that is your race. And unless you can do what Aiden Ross did by like farming Snaggy and Prime and fucking like all those funny black dudes and shit, unless you can do something like that, you can't pull that audience. The only reason I pulled it on TikTok was because of Kevin. That's why we blew up. Because Kevin pulled in the demographic that I could not. Like, I pulled in a sizable one, but I can't pull in the 10 to 20-year-old Zoomers with 15 IQs. Like a Deshae Frost viewer. Any one of those viewers is fucking brain dead, and you're talking to a literal retard if they watch. I mean, you're talking to an absolute human fuck up. I can't even explain the detriment that they're doing to society by waking up every day. What's up, Peter the Man? How you doing? Dude, Aiden was a genius. He still is. I'm just saying, like, if you want to, like, if we're talking, like, blowing up, that's what you're just going to need to do. That's what's gonna need to happen. You gotta pull like the younger audience, the Zoomer audience. Nice. Good hit. I'm good, Angel. How you doing? I mean, dude, I remember like the first stream I ever opened up on Twitch. It was like Snaggy and Prime and Snaggy Mo. There's Snaggy Hose and Snaggy Mo. I don't know where he went, but like, dude, it was just shocking on Twitch to see a bunch of black guys saying the N-word. I mean, it wasn't the hard R, but like, it was just shocking to see and hear. It just wasn't being done. No one had done it. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious, bro. Like, it was. I remember, like, damn, this shit is like the vibe I got from watching it. I was like, wow, this is kind of edgy. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Like, I remember it. Jealous? Hell yeah, I'm jealous. I didn't think of it first. Because I was too stuck to a game. I remember, dude, the first time I talked to Aiden on a phone call, he was like, it was like 2021 or 22, it's a long time ago. And then, like, he was like, dude, you have to, like, he was like giving me like stream advice. He was like, what kind of content do you put out? And I tried to explain it. And then he's like, you have to do girl content. You have to do this kind of like. And I was like, all right. And I just took that and just ran with that. Dude, Aiden told me to do this. Good. So Illuminati clears me. I mean, that's another one right there. The let him cook audience. The let bro this. Like, that's the same. I mean, that's the audience I can't. It doesn't matter how funny I am to them. It doesn't matter what I say that's correct and funny. I don't look enough like them to have me matter. It's just not really complex. Now, I think that guy is actually a pretty good streamer, if we're being honest. But in other cases, they're not normally good streamers. And it doesn't really fucking matter.
Eyes on hostile Simpson frag. Sending stun.
I could have? Yeah, man. The issue is that the side characters he had were willing to be side characters. For some reason, everyone starts turning into Julius Caesar when they get around him. So that's just the issue I'm having. Flight clears me. I love Flight. I actually met Flight. That was the only cool thing Neon Sniper Panda ever did for me. I'll admit, that was actually cool. I didn't think he had the motion to get Flight over, but he did, and I met him. And he was cool as fuck. Flight's actually fun.
Take your Bravo underway.
Yeah, because Flight's not like one of them high-strung, like, screaming, trying to be funny-ass dudes. Like, he just is kind of funny just being himself. That's what makes him entertaining. Like, the second you, like, try to be funny to like, appease to, like, the younger audience, I can't watch this shit. I just don't do it.
Losing B.
Tally shock charge.
Neon likes A's community, doesn't it? I mean, Neon's community is basically Aiden Ross's. They're more receptive to music now than they were like a year ago. So I mean, I don't know.
Lock it down, Bravo.
What's up, Andy? How you doing?
And stay down.
So Ball CX figured what out? I mean, I did figure it out. My formula works. I'm doing really well. I'm very happy with where I am. We're just talking about. I mean, dude, Paul's nowhere near the size of fucking Aiden. I guess he was though. On YouTube. I'm just saying, we're talking about 50, 60,000 views, bro.
Take your Bravo underway.
It's just fucking hard.
Hostile RCXD.
You do everything correct. You never pull that. There's definitely a lot of luck in shooters. There's for sure luck in shooters. Drop, come on, dude. Earlier, I mean, he changed his attitude. It made the botting 20K plus the stream a little more tolerable, I guess. Well, I'm not lost from my house. He doesn't ego trip. I mean, dude, like you said, it's not really like that. It's, people want to do things their way for Paul, you know, if that works for him. If I could point cameras at someone that people follow, if I could just have them, like have them follow me around or something, I can do that. It's just not really what I want to do. I was like, it's not really my content. And also, Paul's like closer to endgame. So whatever this farm, whatever gets the uptime, basically. I mean, some of those guys can be entertaining at times, though. There's some moments. It's just they're not deep enough to like hold their own. Nice. Let's go. Fuck, I should have spun it. You want a monkey up, man? Hell no. For sure, ATMN. Dude, ATMN, I've had more money wagered on my code this month on this website than anyone in your whole bloodline has earned times 1,000. And I'm not even exaggerating from that statistic. I'm so letting you know, your family's bloodline is completely inferior to my family's bloodline. There's nothing you do that's even close to the level of how I do it. It's embarrassing to even consider. Like, there's nothing to even still. Waxy has said, watch my back. Great. I already have 2 security guards. No, I didn't get 2. I did get 1. I'm not walking around. It's not gonna do that. How much money? Curious, like $800 for a day. $800 a day. $800 to $1,000 a day, depending on your game. Nice. One more, dude. One more. No! Fuck! What are we doing for the stream later today? Great question. We're gonna do a lightweight IRL, and we're gonna do some live giveaways and shit. One more, I know, no, so that sucked. Buffalo. Is there really anything there?
5 down, no sweat. Watch out. Capturing one last. Locked down.
6th Street slop. I'm not gonna be there. Oh, no way. Dude, no way. Dude, come on. Crank, dude, crank. Crank, baby, crank. Come on, dude. Fuck my shit, pussy. Hey, Fresh, that's how much your mother's worth.
Awesome grenade.
Your mother's nickname in the streets is Wild Jaw. Yeah, not even a 10x. It's all good though. Go to a free Palestine protest? Nah, because I'm going to get drunk and say some shit that I shouldn't. Like, me trying to troll is going to, like, lose its power. I'm just going to wind up really saying what I do. It's going to get bad. So I just don't think I can handle that.
Using scout pulse.
That's the first time you read your comment? What do you mean, JMS? I try to read every comment. I mean, dude, now that it kind of happened, I'll straight up tell you why the day couldn't happen. His health. If I try to oh my god, we're in? He's already missed 3 cities. I get Eddie and Kick and Snake to sponsor that. He doesn't show up. I mean, that's my fault. That's my problem. See what I'm saying? So it's like, that just can't happen. You have to show up. Oh yeah, I hate you right there. Dude, seriously? I don't know him like that to do that. I mean, I literally do. What are you saying? I know him so well, that's why I didn't ask. I know how business is. That's bad business. Dude, I love Dave Blunt, and I'm rooting for him, dude, and I really am. But at this point, dude, I mean, we need to save his life. He really shouldn't be on tour right now, if we're being honest. That's why it didn't happen, bro. I'm saying, dude, if that was sponsored by Kick and Steak and he didn't show up, that's just not acceptable. That's not okay. And that would have been my fault. Because I'm the one that vouched for it. Ask Dave for a Kanye stream. I don't think it wouldn't work like that. Dude, I mean, the race component's a factor with Kanye West as well. I mean, dude, I'm just gonna say it. Aiden hasn't streamed with Kanye West yet because he's white. Like, I don't even think it's the Jewish part. It might be, but I just think it's the white being white. Dude, if you're a white person, dude, you've watched over the years in America it to be just like a rite of passage to get shit on, and you're just supposed to kind of just be okay with it. Because if you say anything, you get called a racist. So there's nothing to really say or do. There's nothing you can really do. I don't have the answer for it. So I'm not gonna get out of line because it's not worth losing, you know, what I have. So I mean, if you want to go the Byron Gaines, the Nick Fuentes route, I mean you can, but it comes with a price. I mean. I know we're paying the people out today, guys. Today's stream is gonna be a live giveaway stream, guys. Tab stop Aiden from going. What do you mean? What? I literally don't know what you're talking about.
We're winning. Keep it that way.
TDG mommy, thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate you. Dude, Fresh, are you like on ketamine right now, dude? Dude, Fresh, how about you do some Matthew Perry cosplay?
Giving up the lead.
Aiden's manager stopped him from going to Kanye. I just don't buy that at all. No manager would tell you not to take a Kanye West. So I just don't buy that at all. I'll get on a call with them and say that I don't buy that.
Overdrive.
Dude, after all the shit that he's done, all the people that he's had on, dude, you would take the Kanye West. Dude, there were streams where Aiden was having kids drive cars into lakes for money. To me, that's basically worse than anything anyone can say, because you're literally fucking it up. So, like, to me, that's like, that just doesn't do it for me, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, what? Like, saying shit is one thing, but like, bro, like, it doesn't matter, dude. He just went too buck wild, bro, for that year and a half. He went on that crazy year and a half long. I mean, it was entertaining as shit. It was entertaining as fuck to watch a guy that big say all that shit. But like, I'm just like, you would take a Kanye West collab. There's no reason why you wouldn't. Go do an Elliot Roger. Oh no, maybe he did. Maybe he did get invited. Listen to him. I just feel like that's just not where I would draw the line in the sand, though. You know what I mean? What's up here? Doing funny? Suck my dick.
They've taken the lead.
Low TOS kick. Dude, I literally lit a guy's crack pipe on stream the other day. What do you guys want, dude? Like, straight up, what do you want? Florida back? Dude, it had its time. Bro, it wasn't Florida, it was the people that were there, dude. It was the place and time. You can't really, I don't know which one to say. It's just like those kids that like reminisce and Aiden in 2021 and 22. Like, bro, just like life moves on. Like, it's just like,
They've taken the lead.
to me, I feel the quality of the streams are way higher late 24 right now. All we were doing before was bullshit fucking party shoots every day, man. Y'all complain about that every day. Oh, nice. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Let's go. My name is Robert. Thanks to Ray, dude. Let's go. 326, baby. We needed that. Let's go. Paying out today. Next stream, we're doing a live giveaway. Code AC7. Everyone get in the Discord. Going to bed? Yeah, I know you're going to bed fresh. You're tired after a long day of bullshit. I know you're going to bed. You stayed up this late. You're gonna be exhausted as fuck tomorrow. Wipe the fucking sleep out of your eyes, pussy. I'm getting off this shit. Is this guy trying to troll me?
We've given up
I
the lead.
thanked you for my raid. Seriously? Dude, look, man, you're not gonna make it, like, self-promoting your stream like this, bro. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Dude, you're just not gonna make it. You're gonna be, you'll quit within a year. I'm telling you right now, there's not even a point of trying to be a streamer, dude. It's too hard. It's too hard. It's too late to blow up on TikTok. It's too hard to blow up on YouTube consistently and get enough live traffic to go into your stream. I don't know how you go viral. I don't know how you blow up on streaming from Instagram. You see RizCam's numbers. It's hard to pull out viewers. You'd have to collab with massive creators somehow. It's just not even worth your time. It's just not. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. If people knew, if some of the smaller, newer guys knew the fight and the battle they had to get to where I'm at, or to get close to it, you just quit. You would give up immediately. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get plugged in. Exactly. You got to get a direct clout injection.